are the significant things? And now there is something which is important, there is something which is significant. Now, whatever I told you, like now thoughts, behaviors are like important, the must things. At the same time, significant is something where you realize the importance of it over a long period of time. Now, these may not give you immediate results, but yet you have to stick on this and work on this so that that can make you better or over a long period of time. So what are those things? First one is utilizing time. Time is money, everyone tells. Time is something that doesn't come back, everyone knows. Right from our childhood, we have been listening that if you lose 1 crore, you will get back. But if you lose 1 minute, you will never get back. Right? We have been hearing this a lot. But tell me, how many hours can you even give a count that you sat in your sofa and just you scroll your mobile, first to Facebook, then Instagram, then Twitter, and then again back to Facebook, then again to Instagram, then again to Twitter, again back to CC. How many rounds you have done and how many hours that we have spent like this without even knowing what to watch and what to read in our own mobile. Then comes to TV, there are several number of channels that are there. Now to select what to watch also, it will take a minimum of 30 minutes nowadays. In my childhood, there was like only one channel, that is Doordarshan. Now when they give regional language, you will see. When they give non-regional language, if you know Hindi, you will see. Otherwise, you will switch off your TV. That's all. There are no other options. Like there is no problem of like fighting for the remote and do other things. No, only one option. That's all. Whether you understand, whether you don't understand, when you appreciate or don't appreciate, also the only thing what is served to you should be enjoyed by you. But we have now a lot of options. When you have a lot of options, options are created so that we choose a better option. But as a repercussion, we are seeing that to choose the right option, we are again spending a lot of time. See the thing behind this. Try to see the thing behind this. A lot of options are created so that people do save time and just go to the right option that is appropriate to them. But what is happening in reality is like we are again spending a lot of time just to choose what is the right thing for us. So so this is what happening. Though this is something which we cannot avoid, or we cannot just delete and erase all the system. It cannot happen. But yet we should always think that what is the time that we have. Let us not rush to the last moment, because your excellence will decrease. Please mark my words that we may be 11th hour wonders, we may be creative people, we may be those people there are a lot of people, as a psychologist I can tell you, there are a lot of people who do wonderful things or great ideas in the last moment. That 11th hour things are really magical for them. But does it mean that they always wait for the 11th hour? Because excellence, the way you excel, the way you present something will definitely be in a lesser grade when you are not planning things and when you are not taking enough time for that to nurture. Right? So you should give enough time for everything. We are giving enough time even for an egg to boil properly, right? So even because you are rushing up, you just can't, you just say that I have only half second, now come on boil. Doesn't happen. Everything should be given the right time to process. So when you give that right time, things come beautifully well. To get rid of negative thoughts, be positive attitude, positive affirmations. I don't know how many of you have heard about this law of attraction. I think something is being discussed a lot nowadays. It's like positive affirmations. Like you think positively that something good will happen. Now, not something, like you should have a clarity of what to happen to you, and just live in that moment every day, at least for some time, and the whole world conspires to make it happen to you. If you have read this beautiful book called The Alchemist, you will start believing that yes, having positive beliefs will definitely make things happy. Imagine everyone. Now you take any one person that we have seen in the inspirers in my first slide. Take any one person while they were struggling. while they were going through the process. Every day they would have definitely once or twice or even 100 times they would have thought, dreamt and lived in the moment of what they actually want to achieve. To take the example of Malala, if she was fighting for the rights of girl education, at least every day she would have at least spent few minutes imagining, dreaming about girls going to schools, reading, getting good knowledge, and having an individual identity, meaningful identity. Wouldn't she do that every day? And so that helped her to reach to her goal. So just don't think negative things. Be positive. If you don't believe in God also, you might be, everyone believes that this human body itself is a good energy packed system, right? It has a wonderful energy in it. Now what you feed is what that energy takes its form. You feed it positive things, the energy will work positively. If you feed negative things, it will work in a negative way. That's all. Simple. And next one, communication is the key. Communication, I will talk about this in the soft skills session, and communication is very, 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 very important. Very important, because for any kind of soft skill or any kind of, you may be very strong in your hard skills, but yet if your communication is not good, you will not have the people getting back to you, or you will not get whatever I said, feedback not properly. Communication, you may have so many things in your mind, but you have to express it in the right way, with the right form, using the right tools. That is very important. Let it be by verbal, let it be by written, let it be by any other forms, let it be by your body, any other thing. So nowadays, even a small and big thing also, how do you present it is very, very important. How do you present it? You may have a vegetable seller at the end of your street. What you will call them? A vegetable seller. You will just have some cover or a big thing, basket, keep all the vegetables over there and sell and go away. But the same vegetables and groceries are sold by some other person who has an organized things, who presents everything in a proper packing, in a proper thing, and he will give you to your doorstep. And that is something a company called bigbasket.com, and it is a corporate company with lots of turnover in crores. What is the difference here? The way, how did they sell their product? How did they present their product? How did they reach their customers? Is what made the difference. Now here, the vegetable vendor at your end of the street, they don't aspire that you go every day, buy only from them or something. They don't think that. They just are limited to whatever I have brought today. Did I sell this or not? Am I going with the empty basket, or I am just going with leftover vegetables or not? They are just concentrating only on that thing. But when you have a structured and organized thing, you want your customers back. You want people to come back. You want people to talk about it. You want people to invest in you. You want people to spend in you, trust in you. So that is why they are again concerned about a lot of things, that how do they present their product, what do they talk about their products, how do they sell their products, what do they evaluate about their systems and other things. That makes the company into something having crores. We have n number of examples for every section of this. And next one, hard work is more powerful than talent. And so we may have n number of talents around us. There are a lot of people, and every person has some or other talent. We have to market that every person has some or other talent. There is not a single person on this world who is with zero talent. Everyone has some or other talent. But why is not everyone succeeding? Because they are not working towards their talent, or they may not be using their talent along with developing their hard skills and also their soft skills to excel using that talent. They may not be using that talent. They may be using that talent only to attract people. That is a momentary and temporary thing, and they may not be working on it for a long time. So hard work is never a replacement. And we have Sachin Tendulkar as the best example. He is the most talented batsman. He is the god of cricket, but yet he practices every day. What if what if he stops practicing? All his talent is on pain, and we need not take names. We have several number of other people who also displayed a great talent in 1 or 2 matches, but they could not survive as long as all these great players like Dhoni or Sachin Tendulkar. Now we are seeing other people also standing for long run, because their hard work is making them to stand. That is what I told you, that getting into something maybe sometimes easy, but standing over there and continuing there, excelling there is a real big task. But their hard work will help them to do this task, to accomplish this task. And practice for perfection. Excel. If you are doing good, it's not enough. Doing good is not enough. Be better, be best. And take up the criticism. You have to take up the criticism. Take it criticism, because when you take up the criticism, you will start thinking rationally. So what better I can do? What are the other alternatives? What are the other things? Is always important. But I will definitely suggest you to take up constructive criticism. What is constructive criticism? Something, ideas or some betterment, something alternatives that people suggest us that will help us to increase our aim, or increase our wish, increase our desire, increase our capability to do the same thing in a more efficient way is a constructive criticism. Whereas destructive criticism is something which will, those comments or those solutions will make you stop doing that one. Then don't take that kind of criticism at all. Whatever the people give the criticism, we should help you to increase your efforts in doing the same thing. If someone is asking you to stop doing that, then no, don't take up that criticism at all. Whereas value, respect people around you, have good social skills, and learn from your failures. That is very, very, very important, because we human beings, you as youngsters have all the freedom to do new mistakes. You are having all the freedom to do a new mistake, every day. So why to repeat the old mistakes again, doing things again and again and get facing a failure things? Doesn't mean that you keep on doing mistakes, but everything you learn doing something. When first time when we do something, it's just a mistake. But if you know that it is doing wrong and it will achieve you wrong results, but yet if you are repeating, then that's a sin. That's a sin. You know that this will end you up in something wrong deeds or wrong results, yet you are repeating, then that's a sin. That is no more a mistake. So don't repeat your mistakes. From every mistake, from every failure, try to learn something that we can do. We can do something better. So you can also significant things that you can focus on is your financial management. Right from the childhood, you should always be able to think about your finances management, because when you succeed, sometimes when you get all the things that you aspire for, then you don't know how to handle it. So always you should know that when you get the things what you aspire for, how to handle it, then what is the other way to go. From there, what is the other way to go? It's never one single goal. Goals are always continuous at different levels. So once you achieve one goal, then you acquire something. Then from there, what you have to do? Now that becomes your investment for your next goal. So you should always think from an employee to an employer level. If you're thinking, then that is the true personality development. Because as I told you, being an employee will fulfill your needs, but being an employer will fulfill your self-actualization needs. So you are helping for others to grow. And health is wealth, as everyone knows. Work-life balance, because health can never come back if you are losing our health. Until and unless we are strong, ready, only then we can take up different roles and responsibilities. You have so many ideas in your brain, but you cannot move an inch, or you get tired for every 2 hours. You want to take rest, then whatever may be your talent, if your physical health doesn't support it, all your ideas and thoughts will become the investment or hypothesis for some other person to accept. So that will be helping others to grow, but not you to grow. So always be fit and healthy. Change management, and we will talk about all these things in our soft skills. Read good things, read good books, develop your confidence, as increase, work on your capabilities, work on your be eligible. Don't just desire, become deservable. Something, don't just desire for something, you become the deservable candidate for that. So that is how we have to work on eligibility criteria and capabilities. And sincerity, ethics is something we have to take a conscious, deliberate choice. So ethics, be sincere, be reliable, and observe carefully. And please do avoid, when you once understand what makes you angry, what makes you feel sad, what makes you depressed, and try to avoid them. Don't again go there, because avoiding a lot of nonsense will help us to grab a lot of energy within us. So deviate your concentration and come and be away from all those that will deviate you from your concentration, your commitment, and don't encourage procrastination, because as I told you, that may become your habit to procrastinate. No, don't do it. And interest that will kill your time. So always we will have several interests. Some interests may not may not give you anything back, but if they kill your time, as we told, time management is very important. So don't go towards those interests and that habits that disturb your health. Maybe that is junk food, smoking, alcoholism, drug addiction, or even talking a lot of gossiping, of meaningless gossiping, or trying to spread a lot of negativity or useless things over social media, having debates with other people who are no way getting convinced by your thought. So all these are some habits which disturb your physical and mental health also. And words that hurt or disrespect others. This is very important, because of the huge exposure of global languages, global things. We are exchanging a lot of cultures. We are exchanging a lot of linguistic things, linguistic notes among other people. So now it has become, we are in a stage where using some what we say inappropriate words has become a style statement. So people started thinking like using some words is like just a way of expression, or it's like a style statement. They use that word, but they say that I don't mean actually about this. It's just like I told like that. But please see that if you want to shape up your personality, if you believe that communication skills are very important, if you believe that words are more powerful, if you believe that words can make a person, word can break a person, if you believe all these things, then please stop using the words that hurt others or have a wrong sense. You have beautiful languages, you have so many beautiful words that you can replace them, that can make others happy, that can make yourself happy, rather than you putting yourself into a situation where you have to give an explanation of why you use that and what did you mean by that one.